Today we're talking about the 12 brain rules that we learned in class. On my left, I have Shani Walsh. Today, Shani, do you know how the brain uses the power boost of the exercise?
I do not.
Well, let me tell you how it works. It is involved under conditions of almost constant motion, which if different parts of the brain, part of it you have to eat your protein, of course, to have eggs so you are thinking clearly. Do you know how the human brain is involved in the survival?
Through the, I don't remember the name of it.
The brain is a survival organ. The job is to keep us alive long enough to pass the genes on to if we have kids.
Okay.
Do you know every brain is wired differently?
I did know that. Can you tell me more about that?
The brain is wired differently because regions of the brain develop at a different rate where the brain is unevenly different from our bodies. So like, if you have a twin, people most say that they have the same brain. Technically, they don't.
Even identical twins?
Even identical twins. So it's just a metaphor and not a true fact. Because during the birth process, scientists proven that they might think alike, but really they have different personalities.
Interesting.
Did you know about not paying attention to boring things? That their brain can
Can eliminate those
yes,
things?
that's
I
what
did know that.
yes. We pay attention to profoundly influenced by the memory. So what we see, what we taste, what we hear, we have an organ inside that triggers that part of the brain. Did you know about the paying attention? No, I did that one. Do you know about short-term memory? That we only remember a certain amount of things and that we can't remember after a few days?
I didn't know that.
Yes. Well, let me tell you why. Short memory, the brain can only hold about 7 pieces of information. After you learn your 7-number code and you repeat it repeatedly, you only remember it 30 seconds later.
Wow.
Do you know about long-term memory to your
No, but I
brain?
was just going to ask what the difference was.
Alright, the difference between short-term and long-term. What you learn in first grade is not completely formed until you're a sophomore in high school. Short-term memory is when you learn things in kindergarten, preschool, or in elementary, and then you forget about them until you go through your adulthood.
Interesting.
Do you know about sleeping well?
I know it's important.
Yes. The reason why you have to sleep well to keep the brain strong is because unbelievably active, the brain does not do well underneath stress. So if you're going through stress, then it deals with at least
Maybe you didn't get enough sleep last night.
no. Yeah, which means you don't get enough sleep and then you can't really activate and be in the mood during the day. Do you know about stress affecting your brain? What effects are?
I don't know why it does it, but I know it does do it.
Stress is just one of those things that comes into our lives. And the only way to best afford, to prevent it, we have to think positive things and put a smile on our faces and not think about the bad things. The sensory integrations, did you know about this?
Sensory integration?
Yeah. more of the senses and the texture to the brain.
I actually know about that.
Yeah. What it does is it triggers the themes that you hear on the right hand side of your brain, and then the themes that you taste or that you can smell is towards the back of the brain, and then the other themes are on the other side of the brain.
Interesting.
Do you know about vision that contracts with the brain?
A little bit.
Do you need me to explain?
I would like you to explain it to me.
Alright. Vision. We are currently remembering pictures. If we hear a piece or information that was 3 days, you only remember 10% of it. If you add a picture and you can remember 65%.
Wow. That's cool.
It's a big difference. Do you know about the genders between the males and females?
You have to be more specific with that question. Could you explain it to me?
Okay, do you think the males have stronger brains, or do you think the females have stronger brains?
I would say they have different brains.
They do have different brains. The males, the men and women process certain emotions differently. They are useful, but the men think they are more smarter than the women. But then, as us women, we think we're smarter than the men. So we have debates or arguments back and forth.
Interesting.
And then the last rule for the brains is exploration. Do you know about the powerful and natural explorers?
I don't.
Let me explain it to you. It makes the brain pay more attention to the differences of a product of complex interactions between nature and nurture. Yeah, exploration is the desire to explore and never leave us, to despite the classrooms, cubicles from the stuff that we store into.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel like I know so much more about my brain now.
That's it. Bye.
Hi, I am going to talk about the wise choices. There are 6 steps. The first step is finding the problem, or as in my case, the solution, or the present solution. The second step is how would you like to be, or come out the problem, figure out the problem. The third step is what possible choices you have. The fourth step is most likely for each choice. The fifth choice is you commit of doing, or the action. The final step, or the sixth step, is when and how you revise your plan. So in my case, like for example, say a car breaks down, and the problem is pretty much the car, and you're trying to get somewhere, and so the solution maybe could call a friend up or a family member and figure things out.
Jessica, where's my credit card?
What are you talking about?
You took it out of my wallet.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking not.
I think you are lying to me.
How am I going to do? How am I have a credit card? Look at me.
If I come over and search you, and if I find my credit card stolen, oh, I am going to do something.
Really?
Really?
I didn't know that.
Alright, coming over. Check my credit card. It's in your pocket.
What credit card?
I know you took my credit card. Just admit
All
to it.
I have is my phone.
Come on.
Go look at my purse. You'll see it for myself.
No, but you give me your purse, and I can look in it, and then you can, I bet you my credit card's in there.
Okay.
Let's go.
Look for yourself.
Alright, well. Are you sure my credit card's not in your purse?
Looks like my wallet if you have it.
Oh, look! Here's
Uh-huh. So you did take my credit card and my wallet. I don't know. I guess so.
Alright, this is what happens between blaming others and trying to be a critic and